Test, 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 test. Mid-American Nazarene Lady Pioneers and the visiting William Penn Statesmen in town from Oskaloosa, Iowa. Be a traditional starting five for your Lady Pioneers: Allison French, Ariel Sargent, Rachel Siebold, Trellshawn Smith, and Jordan Gonzalez. The Statesmen will start senior point guard Emma Mortz, Allie Stewart, Zantasia White, Jocelyn Herbeck, and Morgan Terry. Mortz jumps center against Ariel Sargent. Pioneers control the tip. They'll have first possession. It looks like William Penn's going to come out in a matchup zone. Little 2-3 matchup, bumping the guards down. Pioneers, well prepared. Coach John Lewis's teams always run great zone offense, and we've seen zone in the last couple of conference games. Rachel Siebold shot off the mark. Offensive rebound by Sargent. Kicks it out to an open shooter. Gonzalez missed the three off the back rim. In a battle for the offensive rebound there. Last touch by Sargent, so it'll be William Penn basketball. Pioneers aggressive on the offensive glass in possession number one. It's one of the ways you can exploit a zone defense. Looking to take advantage of that early. Siebold picks up full court, a little full court pressure here early on. Pioneers don't often come out in a press, so a couple of wrinkles defensively from both groups as Herbeck shot off the mark, rebounded by Sargent. Gonzalez brings it across, skip past to Trellshawn Smith. Smith one-on-one on the right side. Refuses the screen into the paint, gets the floater to drop. Tough basket by Trellshawn Smith to get the scoring started. Little Euro step, took some contact, still finished on the right side. William Penn running some Princeton offense, that high back screen from Morgan Terry. Terry, great pass inside, found a cutting Allie Stewart. Well executed half-court possession that time by the Statesmen. Ties the ball game at 2. Pioneers will run both their man-to-man and zone sets against this matchup zone, and right now a little bit of a flex offense. Continuity, you can see the cross-screen, down-screen action. Statesman did a nice job switching it in that matchup zone. Gonzalez going to have to create on her own. Pitches it back to Siebold. Late shot clock. Had to force one up. It was partially blocked. I think Stewart got a piece of it. And before it went out of bounds, shot clock violation. So good defensive possession. Pioneers will pick up in that full court man-to-man. Trellshawn Smith guarding full court on White. Zantasia White, a senior guard out of Lubbock, Texas. Junior college transfer. Lots of junior college transfers on the Statesman roster. Some experienced players with a lot of college action under their belt. White off the isolated side, pick and roll. Nice job, dropped off the pocket pass for the layup. Morgan Terry's on the board with 2. Coach John Lewis going to take a 30-second timeout, talk things over. Not happy with the way his team's come out of the gates. Just 2 minutes into the first quarter, it's William Penn 4, Pioneers 2, MNUsports.com. Pioneer basketball coming out of the 30-second timeout. A quick timeout from veteran head coach, national champion head coach John Lewis, and found a wide open Ariel Sargent top of the key. She missed the pull-up jumper coming out of the break. Got a clean look. And Sargent pressures the ball out top. Terry chases into that side pick and roll where she got an easy bucket the possession before. This time it's not an empty corner. Emma Mort's in that corner. Allison French able to come over and help. Mort's lost it, and that's going to be a jump ball. Siebold first to the floor, able to tie her up. Possession arrow favors the Statesman. It'll stay here. Jocelyn Herbeck to inbound it. Gets it into Stewart. Stewart, a little floater on the baseline off the mark, off the pad on the side of the backboard. And here go the Pioneers off in transition. All the way to the cup. Trelshawn Smith is fouled and will head to the line with a chance to tie things at 4. Personal foul on Emma Mort's her first personal, just the first team foul on either team here, early going. Trelshawn's first foul shot attempt up and good. Trelshawn, the leading scorer for the Pioneers on the season, shoots about 72% from the line, so confident there at the 15-foot mark. And hits them both, 2 for 2. Ties us at 4. Full court man-to-man pressure. Maybe not a true point guard on the floor from William Penn, which could be the reason for that full court press adjustment, which is not the base defense for your Lady Pioneers. Skip pass, corner 3 on the way, too strong. Offensive rebound by Mortz keeps possession alive. White across the top to Stewart. Now Herbeck picked her dribble up. French, good ball pressure. Back to Herbeck on the right wing. Shot clock winding down. They entered inside to the post. Jump hook on the right side up and good. Morgan Terry scores as the shot clock was expiring. She's got 4 of the William Penn 6. Pistol action on the right side. Little flare screen for Siebold. Top of the key, 3 on the way from Sargent. She got it. Ariel Sargent gives the Pioneers a 1-point lead with the top of the key pick and pop 3 ball. Stewart brings it across, turns it over. Siebold jumped the passing lane, got herself a steal. She's all alone. Layups up and good on the left side. Pioneers lead 9-6. Full court press paying dividends here in the first quarter. Now White working against Trelshawn Smith. Goes top of the key. Morgan Terry, little 5-out look. Going to chase to the ball screen. Pioneers ice it this time. Nice job by Gonzalez. Didn't let her use the screen, pushed her back toward the sideline, and Pioneers force another jump ball. This time Arrow will give, offensive foul. They're going to get Emma Warts for a personal. That's her second. So she's got both personal fouls in the game and will remain on the floor. Coach showing some, she is going to come take a seat now. Warts is out with her 2 fouls, but sometimes coaches little longer leash with players in foul trouble when they're playing a zone defense, but Mort's too early. Great skip pass. Rogers in the corner. Extra pass to Gonzalez. Now Trelshawn Smith finds herself open. Short corner jumper, knocks it down. Great ball movement by the Pioneers that possession. Skip pass, extra pass. Eventually found Trelshawn Smith wide open in the corner. She's got 6. That's Allison Harns into the game now for the Statesmen, number 11 in the blue jerseys. They go back inside to Terry. Terry out to Harns. She drives baseline. Floater off the mark on the left side. Got her own miss and put it up and in. Offensive rebound and a putback for Alyssa Haynes. Now Vonda Kwamba's first touch of the ball game. Picked her dribble up, was looking to get it to Gonzalez on the give and go, stolen away. Aisha Fagans into the ball game now, comes off that chin back screen. And Fagans has it in the corner, going to try a 3. Back rim, no good, and 3 Pioneers battle for the rebound. Kwamba comes down with it in traffic. Trelshawn Smith directing traffic in the Pioneers set. Overload aside against that matchup zone. Kwamba, skip pass. Trelshawn looking to enter the post. She throws a skip pass. Rogers open. Corner 3 ball off the mark. Rebound by White. Pioneers with a 3-point lead. Just 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Been a quick first quarter. Not a lot of whistles either way. Morgan Terry, top of the key. Shot fake. Thought about a jumper. She's been effective in the paint. Haven't seen her shoot it on the perimeter yet. Fagan's just about lost it out of bounds. Saved it. Late shot clock. 5 on the clock. Ices the ball screen. She drives downhill to the left side. Couldn't get the layup to go. Rebound by Rogers. And Morgan Terry has not attempted a 3 on the season. A 65% free throw shooter, so capable, but doesn't shoot it at the 3-point line. Effective in the paint, leading scorer for the Statesman. It's Kwamba shot off the mark, but Pioneers will keep possession on the baseline. Gonzalez and Siebold back into the game. Trelshawn Smith and Sargent will take their first rest. 1-4 high set on the baseline out of bounds. And pass was deflected. Kwamba almost got it back, but that's stolen away. Jordan Ogman came down with it for the William Penn Statesman. Couldn't execute on the baseline out of bounds play. Now Ogman, one-on-one top of the key with Siebold. Dribble handoff action. Pioneers switch it, blow it up. Nice job. Harns picked her dribble up, almost turned it over. French jumped the passing lane. Gamble didn't pay off. Statesman corner 3 ball, and she's going to be whistled for a travel. That's Allie Stewart in the corner, whistled for a travel on the catch. Would have had a clean look at a catch and shoot 3, but shuffled those feet. Gonzalez will set the offense for the Pioneers. Taking direction from the bench, Pioneers, little miscommunication, and they're going to get it to Siebold, and she drives downhill to her right hand and gets the bucket to go. Rachel Siebold, such a quick first step. Strong drive to her right hand. That's where she's best. On the board with 4. And Rogers, full court pressure, steals it away, gets it to Allison French, and Siebold again in transition, kicks it back out to Kwamba. Now Gonzalez's 3 off the mark. So freshman Aubrey Rogers applying that full court ball pressure. Picks the pocket of Aisha Fagans. And Fagans will take a seat. Jocelyn Herbeck back into the ball game, but active defense from Rogers, forcing the turnover. Here she is again, guarding the ball full court. Herbeck handles the pressure. She gets into the paint. Jump stop. Kicks it out to Ogman. Ogman, spin move. Kwamba, good defense. May not get credit for a block shot, but definitely had a hand on that ball before the shot got off. Forced the miss. No reset on the shot clock. The ball did not hit the rim, so 5 on the shot clock. Not sure the Statesmen see it. Gonna have to hurl one up, and they don't. Shot clock violation. Great defensive possession for the Lady Pioneers. Smith almost in the Pioneer bench asking Coach Lewis what he wants to run against this matchup zone. Pioneers run that 43 action, go into the high post to Sargent. Ariel Sargent drives right. Had that side cleared out. It was a little isolation look, and good take by Rachel Siebold into the paint. She's fouled. We'll head to the line for 2. They're going to get Allie Stewart for the personal, her first. Just the 3rd team foul on the Statesmen. Pioneers have committed 0 team fouls here in the first quarter, so just 1:30 to go in the first. Not a lot of whistles. Siebold connects on the first foul shot. And hits them both. We'll send Aisha Fagans back into the ball game. Allison Harms takes a seat. Smith picking up full court. Ball's handled out top by Zantasia White. White to Augman. There's a little split action on the wing. Chase into that ball screen. Great defense. Aubrey Rogers has been a problem on the defensive end. Forced a steal in the press, and that time blew up the on-ball screen and forces the jump ball, causes another turnover. Very active on the defensive end, the freshman out of Olathe East High School. Always love when Olathe High School players stay home, play for the Pioneers. Trelshawn Smith off the ball screen, swings it to Siebold. Siebold all the way downhill to her right hand, couldn't get the layup to drop. Good take, couldn't finish. William Penn looking to push the pace. Now Fagans will slow it down. And Rogers just about had another steal, gambled, able to recover. Herbeck swings it across to Allie Stewart. She's a three-point shooter, has gotten a couple of clean looks, not able to knock one down. About an 8-second difference between shot and game clock. No real 2-for-1 opportunity now. High post to Sargent. Ariel Sargent scoop layup up and good. Great take from Ariel Sargent. Caught it on the elbow, turned and faced the basket just like you teach your mid-post players, and went rip and go to her strong hand, gets the deuce. 17-8 lead for your Pioneers. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. White picks up her dribble, gets it to Augman. And Zantasia White takes an open three on the right wing, couldn't knock it down, so 17-8 lead Pioneers after the first quarter. A couple of Pioneers lead scoring with 6. Siebold and Trelshawn Smith. 5 points in the quarter from Ariel Sargent. Pioneers find themselves with a 9-point lead. We'll take a 1-minute break on MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Second quarter of action begins. William Penn basketball to get things started. There's that high chin back screen. Chase it to a split. Back cut. Skip pass was open. Siebold able to recover. Didn't allow the three-point shot in the corner, and they're going to get Allison Harns for the travel. Switch the pivot foot. So coming out of this quarter break, Pioneers remain solid in that half-court defense. Gave up just 8 points in the first quarter and forced another turnover. Freshman Mackenzie Manthe into the ballgame, handles now, swings it to Sargent. They go back to Manthe in the high post. Little give and go off the dribble handoff. Rachel Siebold all the way to the cup, gets it to drop. Siebold leads all scorers with 8. Pioneers have done a nice job attacking that matchup zone from the elbow area. High post catches have been effective. Layups off the dribble drive, that time got it back to a cutter. Continue to go at that high post area against the zone. 3 off the mark by Jocelyn Herbeck. Come the Pioneers in transition. Trelshawn Smith handles, swings, and miscommunication. Was looking for Siebold. Instead, threw it into the bench of William Penn, where head coach Jenna Santillo caught it and handed it to the referee. Jenna Santee, excuse me. In her second season as William Penn head coach, I believe she was a standout player for the Statesmen in her playing career. Now leading the program from the sidelines, and they're going to get Rachel Siebold for a personal foul. He was just trying to ice the ball screen, and the ball handler was refusing to be iced and continued to try to get middle. Looked like legal guarding position to me, but they're going to get Siebold for a foul. Tough to complain about whistles when the Pioneers did not commit a personal foul in the first quarter. So Siebold, top of the key, guarding White. Excuse me, Fagans. That was Fagans, number 4, White, 24. Top of the key to Morgan Terry. Terry effective in the post early and then hasn't got a lot of post touches since. Guarded by the freshman Manthe. They go to her, but too late. That's another shot clock violation. That's the third time here in the first half Pioneers have forced a shot clock violation. That's a sign of really well-executed half-court defense. The Statesmen got to take a peek up there at that big scoreboard with the shot clock winding down. Got to know time and score. Gonzalez, high post again to Manthe. Manthe was looking to dribble handoff. Got to turn and face the bucket, be a threat there. Siebold drives baseline, cut off. Kicks it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into Sargent. Ariel Sargent, late shot clock. Beautiful. Give and go. Jordan Gonzalez fed the post to Sargent. Cut to the middle of the lane, and Sargent dropped it right back off to her. Nice assist, and Gonzalez on the board with 2. Pioneers extend the lead, 21-8. Morgan Terry out top. Backdoor cut, nice pass. Easy finish by Allie Stewart. The assist for Morgan Terry on the backdoor cut. Gonzalez answers with a triple. Just like that, before you can blink, Gonzalez right in front of the William Penn bench knocks down a transition 3. She scored 5 points in about the last 15 seconds. Pioneers lead by 14. Terry out top. Swings to White. Pioneers ice the ball screen. White finally able to use it. Gets it to Terry on the pick and roll, and she's going to go to the line for one more. Morgan Terry finishes off the pick and roll action, takes the contact, and will go to the line for the and one. Really difficult to defend that side pick and roll if you're trying to ice the screen. And the ball handler is able to get to the screen and get middle, which is what happened that time. There's not a lot of help coming over from that weak side. That's why you see the open layup. Help side came late and got the foul, but Terry unable to knock down the extra free throw, so no harm done. 12-point lead Pioneers. Pistol action left side. Manthe chases to a ball screen. Smith swings to Gonzalez. He's got the hot hand right now. She finds Manthe rolling to the basket. Well executed offense by the Pioneers. Trelshawn Smith did a nice job getting off the ball early in that pick and roll action. She gets the hockey assist. Gonzalez the assist to Mackenzie Manthe. Beautiful offense. 26-12 lead Pioneers. That's a double dribble. Up, they got it. Terry lost it for a moment, put 2 hands on it. It's a double dribble. Gonzalez gets it back on the dribble handoff action. Flare top of the key. Allison French 3 on the way. She knocks it down. Allison French joins the party offensively. She hits her first basket of the ball game, and the Pioneers take a 29-12 lead. Timeout, Statesman. We'll take a 1-minute break. Thanks for being with us at MNUsports.com and MNU Sports on YouTube. And coming out of the William Penn timeout, Pioneer's going to pick up full court. Full court press applied a late buzzer from the scores table. They were just a tick late getting the shot clock started, so Statesmen get an extra second or two in this possession. No need. Allie Stewart all the way to the bucket. Her layup off the mark, and Manthe comes down with the rebound. Run that flare screen action for French again, where she just hit a three prior to the break. Couldn't get it to her. Good defense from Zantasia White. They go to French in the corner this time, and her three off front rim rattles out. White the rebound, brings it across herself. Sets the offense out top. Herbeck enters the post. Terry one-on-one with the freshman Manthe. Decides to kick it out. Allie Stewart's three in the corner off the mark. Cold shooting from downtown for the visiting team in blue. Pioneers have heated up here in the second quarter. Smith, great pass. Got it to Allison French, and she's going to go to the line for two. Fouled by Zantasia White. It's just her first personal and first team foul of the second quarter on William Penn. Pioneers with 2 team fouls. And Journey Ogman will check back into the ball game for the Statesmen. French connects on the first foul shot. So the stingy defense of the Pioneers early has maintained William Penn with just 4 points here halfway through the second quarter. Swung to the corner, little guard-to-guard screen. Pull-up jumper off the mark by Fagans. Pioneers will live with that contested 2-point jump shot. That's what their ball screen defense is designed to give up. They don't want her to get middle like she did that time, but will live with a contested 2. Trelshawn Smith will live with the contested 3. She's got 9, leads all scorers, and buries the triple from the right wing. Journey Ogman, top of the key. Swung it across to Herbeck. She gets middle off the ball screen. Ball continues to work around the perimeter and lost it out of bounds. Fagans turned it over, trying to drive baseline. Nothing there. Rachel Siebold and Ariel Sargent will check back into the ball game. Jordan Gonzalez handling the point guard duties for the time being. William Penn gone out of the matchup into more of a man-to-man look. Sargent takes a 3 behind the ball screen out top and off the mark, but great effort inside, going for the offensive rebound, steals an extra possession. It'll be Gonzalez to inbound baseline underneath. And Allison French fouled on the cut. It's the freedom of movement rule. French was just trying to cut from elbow to block, and Statesman defender impeding the progress. Same action, not there. Had to go all the way up top to Aubrey Rogers. She swings to French, takes a 3 left side. Left it short. Stewart comes down with the long rebound. Terry, top of the key. Swings, chases into that ball screen. Rogers not able to ice it. That's where you get into problems when they get middle off the ball screen. Threw it back to a wide open shooter and Alyssa Harns, but way off the mark from downtown. Pioneers fortunate on that possession. That's a breakdown on the ball screen defense. William Penn unable to take advantage. Now in transition, Zantasia White's 3, no good. Rebound batted around. Eventually Terry came away with it, and she gets the left-handed layup to drop. So Morgan Terry, the Statesman's leading scorer, has 8. Half the Statesman points, I believe they have, I don't know, more than half. 8 of their 14. Pioneers off the mark, playing with some pace. 20-point lead here in the first half. Get a little bit more loose with the shot selection. Madison Haney heads to the scores table to check in. White snakes off the ball screen, turns it over. Jordan Gonzalez came away with the steal. Pioneers have a 3-on-2 break. Gonzalez slows things down. Gets to Sargent, who was trailing the play, and what a finish. Ariel Sargent with the Euro step and the inside hand layup gets the scoop finish to go. Nice play by Gonzalez to control the pace of that fast break and drop it off to the trailing Ariel Sargent for the bucket. French guards out top. 3 on the way from Allie Stewart, and she knocks it down. Again, Pioneers broke down on their ball screen defense. They're supposed to ice that screen, which is where you keep the ball handler on the same side of the floor that the screen's being set, push them toward that near sideline. But instead, Stewart was able to turn the corner, get toward the middle, stop behind the screen, and knock down the jumper. Get a foul away from the ball on 24, Zantasia White. Double foul called. So Zantasia White and Rachel Siebold whistled for a double foul off the ball. I think just jostling for position on the rebound. I didn't see it, but that gives both teams 3 personal fouls here in the second quarter. 1 more to give before bonus free throws. Coach Lewis asking for an explanation, and you see the replay here. And yeah, just Siebold and White just get tangled up, going for the rebound. No harm, no foul. Well, I guess it is a foul. No harm done. Pioneers lead at 36-17, 2.5 to go in the second quarter. And action finally resumes. Trelshawn Smith will handle the point guard duties again, back into the ball game for the Pioneers. Madison Haney's first action. 4 in the white jerseys, the transfer out of Cloud County Community College. Trelshawn uses that high drag ball screen. Dribble handoff to Rogers. Aubrey Rogers into the paint. Kicks it out to Haney. Ball working around the perimeter. They go high post to Sargent. Backdoor cut. Haney, extra pass. Open 3 in the corner from Rogers. She knocks it down. Great offense by the Pioneers. Got that high post touch. Backdoor cut, extra pass, and Rogers knocks down the triple. 22-point lead now in the first half, and they're going to whistle Allie Stewart for a travel on the left wing. Coming off that ball screen again, just shuffled the feet. Seen that call multiple times here in the first half. Turnover numbers are not going to be a stat the William Penn coaching staff is thrilled with at halftime. Haney drives baseline, kicks it out to Smith. Trelshawn, 3 from the top of the key, rattled out. And they're going to whistle Morgan Terry for a foul on the block out. Credit Ariel Sargent for drawing the foul. Just relentless pursuit on the offensive glass, and Terry was trying to hold her off. Whistle for the personal, her first. Sargent, step up screen right side for Smith. Trelshawn used it. Resets out top, drives right side into traffic, drops one off to Gonzalez, and going to be whistled for the offensive foul. Trelshawn Smith just 1 too many steps. Barreled into the help side defender, picks up the charge. Pretty pass, would have been a layup opportunity for Gonzalez, but wave it off, offensive foul. Isolated pick and roll on the right wing. Again, they turn the corner, her back into the paint, gets the bucket to go. Coach Lewis has to be thrilled with the scoreboard here in the first half, but I know that that side ball screen coverage is not being executed the way he'd like. The offensive end being executed the way you'd like is Ariel Sargent with the wide open catch and shoot 3 ball, and she knocks it down. Sargent in double figures now with 10. Leads all scorers. Trelshawn Smith with 9 right behind her. A 42-19 lead for your Pioneers, under a minute to go in the first half. Rogers trying to ice that ball screen that time, was doing everything she could to keep the ball handler toward the sideline, but whistled for the blocking foul. Didn't get quite high enough on that high side. Rogers picks up her second, 5th team foul. Both teams in the bonus now for the remainder of the first half. Foul shots knocked down by Herbeck. She now has 4 points in the ball game and a 9-second difference between shot and game clock. Pioneers can take their time and execute a set play. They get it high post to Sargent. Sargent drives right. Pull-up jumper rattles out. And rebound batted around by a couple of Statesmen. It's going to be last touch off of Journey Augment, and Pioneers are going to steal a possession, and they can hold it. Shot clock is off and take the final shot of the half. And a little offensive defensive sub here as Allison French checks back into the ballgame for this final possession of the half. Gets it out top to Trelshawn Smith. Smith, step up screen, drives baseline, kicks it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to French. Allison French taught about a three, turned it down. Drive and kick. Haney's three on the way, off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half of action. Pioneers have doubled up the Statesmen, 42-21. We got a 15-minute halftime break. We'll be back to bring you second half of action from the Cook Center at MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube.
Mid-America, we are committed to ensuring our graduates walk away with the skill sets that they need. And we have exciting new programs that are part of our professional and graduate studies and our traditional studies here at Mid-America. As you can see, Mid-America is an exciting place to be, and we're ready for you to jump in and join us as we move forward transforming the world for our God.
Well, welcome back into the Cook Center for second half of action between your Mid-America Nazarene University Lady Pioneers and the visiting William Penn Statesmen. Some stats from the first half. Pioneers led in scoring and rebounding by Ariel Sargent. She had 10 points and 5 rebounds in the first half. The Statesmen were led in scoring by Morgan Terry with 8. Pioneers shot 49% from the floor and knocked down 6 3-pointers, 6 of 16 at 38% from downtown. The Statesmen just 1 for 10 from 3 and plagued by the turnover difference. Pioneers had 12 assists, just 4 turnovers in the first half. Statesmen had 5 assists but 12 turnovers, almost a negative 2.5 to 1 assist turnover ratio, and that leads you to a 42-21 score at the break. Trelshawn Smith gets things started for the Pioneers second half. Comes off the handoff, little crackback screen for French. Allison French, well-executed play out of the timeout. Wide open 3-ball. Couldn't knock it down, but an offensive rebound by Sargent. Resets things offensively for the Lady Pioneers. Let's get past in the corner. Gonzalez's 3, too strong. Rebounded by Zantasia White. Fake the dribble handoff. Morgan Terry turns the corner, gets all the way to the rim. Left-hand layup off the mark, but fouled by Sargent. She'll go to the line for 2. Little 2-man game action. Terry and Emma Wartz faked the handoff to Mortz and got downhill to her left hand. They're going to get Rachel Siebold for the personal, and that's her 3rd. So quickly off the bench here in the 3rd quarter is freshman Aubrey Rogers. And into the ball game. Terry knocks down the first. She's got 9. A chance to get into double figures here early in the 3rd quarter. And she does. Trelshawn Smith handles out top, goes high post to Sargent. Same play with that pistol action. Smith dropped one off to Sargent. Sargent to French on the cut toward the baseline on the left side, and Allison French couldn't get the little push shot to drop. And Wirtz sets things up. Same action. This time she does hand it off to Wirtz. Just about lost it, but Morgan Terry able to recover. Kicks into the corner. Allie Stewart, baseline drive. Kicks out to Zantasia White, but she stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover. Be Pioneer basketball. Gonzalez handles, brings it across midcourt line. Going to empty out a side, go side pick and roll. Got it to French on a staggered double to the right wing. Ball works around the perimeter. Gonzalez to Sargent. Sargent's pass just about went wide, but French saved it. Sargent had to cast up a 3 on the left side off the mark. Rebound goes down to Emma Mortz. Mortz drives left, hands it off to Stewart. Chased into a ball screen. Zantasia White all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup too strong. Offensive rebound by Terry. Kicks it out. Stewart's 3 off the mark. The cold shooting continues from behind the arc for the Statesmen. They're going to get Emma Mortz for an over-the-back foul going for the rebound. Loose ball foul. Journey Ogman checks back in for William Penn. Gonzalez swings across the top. Dribble handoff action for Rogers. Kicked into the corner. Smith, Trelshawn wants to enter the post. Not there. Drives baseline all the way to the cup, and she's fouled. Strong take by Trelshawn Smith, and blocking foul going to be called on Allie Stewart. Stewart's 2nd. Trelshawn Smith knocks down the first. Joins Ariel Sargent in double figures with 10. Man, it is awfully quiet in the Cook Center today. The students are all home for Christmas break, but you could hear a pin drop when Trelshawn Smith is at the line shooting her free throws. 44-23 lead for your Pioneers. Isolated pick and roll right wing. Trelshawn does a nice job icing it. Eventually, Zantasia White got over it, but all the way out near midcourt. Was able to find Morgan Terry on the pick and pop, and Terry knocks down the mid-range jumper. Leads all scorers with 12. Sargent turns the corner from the elbow area, which was so effective in the first half for the Pioneers, but couldn't get that layup to go. Here's Zantasia White in transition, cut off by Aubrey Rogers. Enters the post. Ogman, reverse layup is good. Nice move in the post by Journey Ogman. Spun baseline and got the reverse to go. Trelshawn Smith handles. Flips it out top to Sargent. Sargent over the top of the defense to French. French had her shot blocked by Terry. And they're going to say last touch by Allison French, so it'll be Statesman basketball. Thought that shot was clearly blocked out of bounds by a Statesman defender, but baseline official disagrees. Thought last touch on a white jersey. So freshman Mackenzie Manthe, along with Allison Haney, into the ballgame now for the Pioneers. Side pick and roll on the left wing. And Gonzalez is going to be whistled for the foul. Pioneers still struggling to ice that wing ball screen. It hasn't hurt them on the scoreboard, but picked up 2 or 3 blocking fouls right there, that time on Gonzalez. Just not getting high enough on the high side of that side ball screen action. Jocelyn Herbeck all the way to the basket, couldn't get her layup to go with the left hand. Manthe, give and go. Gonzalez into the paint, was looking for Sargent, and Allie Stewart came over and helped side and stole it away. Good rotation, good help side defense for Stewart, the senior out of Victoria, Australia. And turn defense into offense as Ogman gets herself another layup on the left side off the pick and roll. Manthe back to Gonzalez. Now they go back inside to Manthe, or tried to anyway. Pass was deflected and then stolen by Zantasia White. And Pioneers, if they're not careful, are going to find themselves in a dogfight. William Penn on a bit of a run here. Rogers, an excellent job icing the ball screen that time. Zantasia White had no opportunity to go middle and come up with a stop. White had to drive baseline. Floater was off the mark, and rebound Mackenzie Manthe. That's exactly the way they want to play that side pick and roll. Good defense. Gonzalez now off the ball screen, skip pass to Haney. Extra, now top of the key, Mackenzie Manthe. To Jordan Gonzalez. She has to drive right, late shot clock, and she's fouled by Terry. Gonzalez going to head to the line for 2. That's what you want to see from your senior guard. The other team's on a bit of a run. Now you stop the bleeding, go get to the free throw line. Give your team a chance to relax, set the defense, and score a couple points at the foul line. Jordan's first free throw up and good. And she makes them both. And Coach Lewis going to take a 30-second timeout, talk things over. We'll take a quick break. MNUsports.com. So it's Statesman basketball with length of the floor to go. Pioneers able to set their full court press. Had not been pressing here in the third quarter. They did much of the first half, so Coach Lewis going back to turning the heat up defensively here out of the timeout. And Pioneers have dropped back into a 2-3 zone, so full court press back into the zone, changing things up defensively. Haney contested three on the left side from White. Good defense by Madison. Haney forced the miss. Gonzalez, little hesitation, crossover, kicks it out to French, and Allison French's three looked good the whole way, rattled out. And Pioneers, I think, are going to head back into that man-to-man defense. So the press back to the zone just on made baskets or dead balls. They're going to go back to man-to-man here. And Journey Ogman gets the and one over the top of the much taller Mackenzie Manthe. And Ogman, who didn't play much in the first half, has been a spark here in the third quarter. She scored 3 straight baskets. This one an and one. Will be at the line for one more. Missed the free throw, but got her own miss. Journey Ogman with the offensive rebound, steals an extra possession for William Penn. At a 15-point lead now. Could have been down to 12 as Allie Stewart had an open look from 3. Ball rattled out. Pioneers fortunate. Gonzalez, crossover dribble. Dangerous pass. Haney saved it from going out of bounds. Back to Jordan Gonzalez. Her 3, top of the key, knocks it down. Gonzalez now double figure. She's got 10. That stops the bleeding, and Pioneers back to an 18-point lead and back into their press. White brings it across the timeline. Goes short corner to Terry. Terry dropped off one to a cutting Journey Ogman, and she had her shot blocked from behind. So Pioneers chance to push this lead back out to 20, and they're going to be whistled for a traveling violation. Rogers shuffled those feet on the catch. White guarded by Gonzalez out top. Good ball pressure from Jordan, causing issues just entering the offense. And now as White does turn the corner, gets all the way to the rim and had her shot blocked by Haney, but Haney going to be whistled for the foul. It's the give and take with that high ball pressure. Gonzalez extending the ball pressure all the way out near midcourt. Gets beat off the dribble, help side came over, and it looked like a good block by Haney, but some contact down low, potentially. Zantasia White takes advantage at the foul line, knocks down the free throw for her first points of the ball game. And goes 2 for 2. The Statesman playing way off Mackenzie Manthe. Morgan Terry essentially not leaving the paint. They're not in a zone defense, but she's kind of playing a one-man zone. She came over and helped on the baseline drive, did Terry that time, looking to draw the charge, but is whistled for the blocking foul. That's bad news for the Statesman. That's her 3rd personal and 4th team foul of the third quarter. So both teams in the bonus here for the next 3 minutes. Trelshawn Smith thought about a 3, turns it down. Content to run some offense. Manthe and Rogers, 2-man game, left wing. Rogers fired up a 3 off the mark. Allie Stewart comes down with the rebound. Fagans has it now out top, guarded by Smith. Goes high post to Terry, off a flare screen. Fagans 3 from the right side. Off the mark. Tracked down by Rogers, and she's whistled for the travel. Rogers with a great out-of-area rebound, but just couldn't keep her footing while looking to make an outlet pass. Whistled for the travel. Statesman inbound to Emma Moritz, and she got 2 Pioneers off their feet, and she's going to head to the line for 2. Excuse me, they're going to get her for a travel. I thought they were whistling Madison Haney for another personal foul on what looked like a clean block to me. Haney thought so too, was shocked by the whistle, but good news for everybody, no foul called. It's a traveling violation. Pioneers take over. High post, Manthe. McKenzie looking to go inside to Trelshawn Smith, posting the point guard here. And Smith goes right at Moritz, and she's fouled, going to go to the line for 2. So Pioneers inverting their offense a little bit, putting traditionally a point guard, scoring guard, and Trelshawn Smith down in the post and taking advantage of her matchup, and she earns herself a trip back to the line. Smith leads the Pioneers in scoring with 11. Can tack on 2 more. Can tack on 1 more. Missed the front end. .208 to go in the third quarter. Pioneers find themselves with a 16-point lead. And Smith makes it 17. Here comes the press from the Pioneers. See if they fall back into the zone. Appear to be matched up. They do stay matched up against that Princeton action, the high split, and then chased into a ball screen. A little spread 4-out pick and roll. Trying to go back to Journey Ogman. It's been an effective third quarter for her. She does get it in the post now. As the shot clock expires, her little jump hook just rattled out. Got an easy look, couldn't convert. Pioneers will be happy with a defensive possession that takes 30 seconds off the clock as Trelshawn Smith's 3 off the mark. Minute 20 to go in the quarter now. 2-for-1 opportunity. Ogman out top, gets it to Fagans off of the baseline runner action, and Fagans 3 in the corner off the mark. Ariel Sargent comes down with the rebound. The Pioneers go quickly for that 2-for-1 look. Smith thought about a 3, turned it down. Gets it in the post, great pass from Rogers, found a cutting Ariel Sargent, and Sargent missed the layup, got her own miss, and was fouled. Aubrey Rogers should get credited with an assist there, won't, but a nice interior post pass to a cutting Sargent. Sargent will be at the line for 2. She buries the first. Had double figures in the first half. That's her first points here in the third quarter. Connects on both free throw attempts. Jocelyn Herbeck back into the ballgame for William Penn. If you're a Pioneer fan and you're tuning in for both games today, the men's basketball game has been delayed by an hour and 15 minutes from bus troubles. The William Penn men's basketball team had a bit of a breakdown in their travel on the way down to Olathe, so that game's not going to start until 5:15. It was scheduled for 4 o'clock, but tune back in at 5:15 for the men's basketball game. Strong take on the left side by Harns. Couldn't get the layup to drop, and Pioneers can slow the pace, choose not to. Haney ahead of the pack, misses the layup. The coaching staff on the Mid-America bench was pleading with them to slow things down as they could have taken the last shot of the quarter, and instead forced one in transition out to Haney. Haney missed the layup, and now William Penn will head to the line. Second personal foul on freshman Aubrey Rogers, and that's going to send Jocelyn Herbeck to the line for 2. Shot clock is off. Pioneers can take the last shot of the third quarter now. Herbeck does knock down the first foul shot, and we'll send Allison French back into the ballgame for the final possession of the third. She won't get a chance to come in as Herbeck doesn't knock down the second free throw. It's going to be Trelshawn Smith out top against a 2-3 zone look from William Penn. She takes the handoff, drives baseline. Kicks to the corner. It was deflected out of bounds. It'll be Pioneer basketball in the dead corner with just 2.3 to go. French does enter the ball game now. A threat to knock down a pick and pop three. Just 2 seconds on the clock. Time for maybe 2 dribbles, nothing more. Gonzalez goes inside to Ariel Sargent, gets it right back to Gonzalez on the give and go, and she gets the basket to go. Great execution with just 2.3 seconds in the quarter. Jordan Gonzalez gets the bucket to go off a little give and go play on the sideline inbounds play. And officials are going to talk about it for just a second. They say basket's good. And it'll be a 52-34 lead for your Pioneers headed into the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Be William Penn basketball to start the fourth quarter. Down by 20, just 10 minutes to go. They've got to get hot from the three-point line, which has been a struggle for them today. Just 1 for 15 from downtown, and that's a good way to get things started. Zantasia White knocks down the triple right in front of the William Penn bench. And the Statesmen jump into a little full-court press. Fall back into that zone look, leaving Morgan Terry in the paint. Trelshawn Smith off the pick and roll, swings it to Rogers. Now Siebold turns down a three, drives baseline. Cut off, has to send it back around the perimeter. French takes a three from the right wing, left it short. Rebound by Emma Mortz. Pioneers have gone a little bit cold from downtown, but have found themselves living at the paint and in the free throw line here in the second half. Looking to enter the post to Morgan Terry. They do. She's one-on-one with French. Terry, drop step, gets the bucket to go on the right block. Good execution to start the fourth quarter. William Penn, first 2 possessions, knock down a triple and get it to your leading scorer in the post for a bucket. Siebold slows things down. Pioneers can run some time off the clock with a 16-point lead here in the fourth quarter. It's a great catch by Allison French. Sargent with a little interior post pass that French saved from going out of bounds, and she's fouled by number 33, Morgan Terry. That's bad news for William Penn. That's her 4th personal. So the only Statesman in double figures, Morgan Terry's got 14 points and just picked up her 4th personal foul. Trelshawn Smith, 3 from the corner, rattles out, rebound for Terry. Just 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Siebold still picking up full court, guarding Herbeck. Side pick and roll, rolls Morgan Terry into the post. Again, one-on-one with Sargent. Goes left-handed jump hook this time. Couldn't get it to drop. Sargent the rebound. Trelshon Smith into the paint. Little hesitation and gets the bucket to go on the right side. It's a tough finish from Trelshon Smith. Pioneers leading scorer. She's got 14 points in the game. High post, Mort's dribble handoff to White. She kicks it out to Terry. Into the corner, 3 on the way from Allie Stewart, too strong. French the rebound. Pioneers have numbers. Now they're going to push the pace. Siebold, right side. Kicks it out to Rogers. Extra pass. French thought about a 3, turned it down. Going to run some clock, get it back to Trelshon Smith. High ball screen. Rogers 3 from the left wing, knocks it down. Aubrey Rogers buries the triple. Trelshon Smith gets the assist, and the Pioneers' lead is 20. Timeout, William Penn. 30 seconds. We'll be right back. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. And 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. William Penn basketball out of the timeout. Had a hot start to the fourth quarter. Pioneers have responded. The lead stays at 20. And Zantasia White into the paint. Nice drop-off pass for Journey Ogman. Ogman had a big third quarter. Couldn't get the layup to go. Gonzalez pushes. Kicks to Siebold. Rachel Siebold in the corner. Drives baseline. Kept the dribble alive. Found Allison French. She thought about a 3. Continues to turn it down. French usually not one to turn down open looks from the perimeter. Rogers was fouled on the drive by Zantasia White. That's the 4th personal on White. Just the 2nd team foul here in the fourth quarter. Pioneers with no team fouls in the fourth quarter. And Gonzalez throws the inbounds all the way out top to Manthe. Siebold cut off in by Aisha Fagans, who's back into the ball game. 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Alyssa Harns. Ogman out top, guarded by Manthe. A lot of size advantage for the Pioneers on the front line, and Manthe pulls down the rebound. Stringing together some stops now. Gonzalez had it poked away by White. She's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls, make it 5. She's going to foul out of the ball game. Had something to say on her way off the floor, too. But Zantasia White fouls out of the game with 5:52 to go in the ball game. Jocelyn Herbeck will be back in the ball game for the Statesmen. Dribble handoff action for French. Allison French takes a 3, too strong. Long rebound pulled down by Journey Ogman. Statesmen struggling a little bit with the ball pressure from the Pioneers here in the fourth quarter. William Penn with just 14 turnovers, cleaned up the turnover problem they had at halftime. Had 12 of those in the first half. Did a nice job taking care of the ball in the third. Ogman the offensive rebound. Skip pass. Allie Stewart's 3 from the left wing knocks it down. Stewart now in double figures with 10. Gonzalez, pick and pop, gets it to Manthe, top of the key. Dribble handoff, Rachel Siebold into the lane. She's fouled, going to go to the line for 2. Siebold loves that right-hand drive, got downhill and was tripped up by Aisha Fagans, just the first personal on Fagans, but the fourth on William Penn. So Pioneers will be in the bonus the rest of the ball game. Siebold throws it all the way out top to Gonzalez. Jordan was looking to go high post to Manthe and turned it over. Not on the same page with her freshman big. Statesman come away with the steal. And Augment isolated right side. Swings to Allie Stewart. Stewart just hit a three. Takes another one top of the key. It rattles out. Rogers tracks it down. Pioneers continuing to push the pace, playing fast with just 5 minutes to go in the game. Baseline drive, Siebold, floater off the glass, too strong. Mid-America still with a 17-point lead, only 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Update in the men's game, they have announced now the tip-off will be at 5:15. So if you're going to tune in for the Pioneers and the William Penn men's basketball game, delayed from 4 to 5:15 official start time as Aubrey Rogers gets the bucket to go. She's now got 8 points. Nice pass in transition, found Aubrey Rogers ahead of the pack. Gets it to drop off the left side. Lead extended back out to 19. Augment picked her dribble up, got it to Herbeck. Off the ball screen, pull-up jumper at the elbow. Doesn't draw iron. And Gonzalez again, full court outlet to Mackenzie Manthe, and Manthe gets the bucket to go. That's a Utah basket. Chart it, Utah, first 7 seconds. Ball thrown over the top. And Mackenzie Manthe running the floor. She's got 4 points now. That's what you want your freshman bigs to do, run rim to rim. Senior point guard Gonzalez rewarded her. Got her the easy bucket. 3 from the corner off the mark by Herons. And Pioneers still pushing the pace, up by 21. Gonzalez playing fast. Goes inside to Siebold. She drives baseline, reverse layup, rolls off the back rim. Fagans will bring it across for William Penn. Still getting picked up full court by Rachel Siebold. And now Pioneers going to go to the bench, bring in some young players. Michelle Sneller, Natasha Bozic, and Barbie McClin at the scorer's table ready to check in for the Pioneers at the next dead ball. Augment, drop step move, got fouled by Manthe. Good take by Journey Augment.
That was number 13, Mackenzie. That's her third first team foul. Substitution for the Pioneers. Michelle Schneller. Also checking in, Natasha Bosic.
Natasha Bozic, the senior from Serbia, 21 in the white jerseys with her first action, and freshman Michelle Schneller enters the game for the first time. Schneller also out of Olathe East High School, so high school teammates with Aubrey Rogers. Decided both to stay home, play their college ball for the Pioneers. Along with freshman Manthe, another local high school player out of Lansing, Kansas. Siebold uses the ball screen from Bozic. Natasha top of the key. She shoots it from out there. That's her job when she comes in. Going to get the ball up from the three-point line. Pioneers turn it over, throw it right into the bench. Could say they were trying to get it to Lydia Austinson, who was their leading scorer. She's on the bench for the rest of the season, unfortunately, with the ACL injury. Who was having a great senior year before went down with the knee injury, but she caught the pass that time on the Pioneer turnover. Manthe whistled for the personal, her third. Excuse me, that's her fourth. And Samantha Caldwell into the ball game now for the first time for the Pioneers. Haney checks back in. Shout out to Ryan Robinson, man. Even in a 20-point ball game with 2 minutes to go, he's still whooping away in the corner, trying to get Pioneers' opponents to miss free throws. He's been doing it for a decade in the Cook Center. Men's game, women's game, and on the road, he travels too. So Pioneer superfan Ryan Robinson still making some noise over in the corner. We hear you, Ryan. Schneller off the high ball screen, kicks into the corner. Natasha Bozic, the three ball, the Serbian sniper, couldn't get it to drop. Just a minute 30 to go in the ball game. Pioneers still lead by 17. Terry swings it to Mortz, top of the key. Shot fake got Madison Haney off of her feet. They get it to Terry on the baseline. Morgan Terry spin move. Kept her pivot foot down, jump hook, rattles out. Good defense by the freshman Schneller. Forced a miss on the Statesman's leading scorer. Just 1 minute to go in the ball game. Bozic swings it to Trelshawn Smith. Trelshawn into the paint, floater too strong off the back rim. Smith and Terry lead all scorers with 14. Trelshawn trying to put some separation between them there. Terry to the rim was fouled by Schneller, and she's going to go to the line for two. There'll be just a 5-second difference between shot and game clock. Should be just one more possession for the Pioneers. Eva Disbro into the ballgame for the first time for William Penn. Junior guard out of St. Charles, Missouri. Along with Ellie Turner, freshman from Camdenton, Missouri, making her first appearance. And Barbie McClin now handles the ball, brings it across midcourt. Swings to Schneller, top of the key. Back to Bozic. Natasha handles all the way out top against a little matchup zone from William Penn. McClin looking for Schneller in the post, goes inside. Schneller, jump hook, right side, left it short, and we got a foul on the rebound attempt. They're going to get, I believe, Journey Ogman for the personal. Just her first, but Pioneers in the bonus, so Schneller a chance to get on the board. Heads to the line for two. First free throw up and good for Michelle Schneller. And she hits them both. McClin guarding out top. Statesman still running offense. Just 4 seconds to go in the ball game. And going to get the layup to go right at the buzzer. So final score is going to be your Pioneers 65, visiting William Penn Statesman 50. And the winning streak continues for the Lady Pioneers in Heart of America Conference play, led by Trelshawn Smith with 14 points. We have about an hour and 15-minute break before the men's game tips off at 5:15. Hope you'll join us back on MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube.